Ready, Mr. Ross? Are you ready for more robot?
So ready.
Sumo bot action. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sumo. Here we go. 7 versus 17. Working versus. And they're off. And look at 14 with that swinging arm.
That doesn't even feel legal.
Oh! No, it fell out. It fell out. Match over.
Oh man, I thought with the swinging arm that it couldn't be beat. I was wrong.
It was a good design.
That's number 7, Mr. Sprinkle.
Number 7 went
Number
through.
7, lucky 7.
Went through.
That's going to bring up 5 versus 15.
5 versus 15. All right, here's robot 15. It's got an interesting arm on the front of it, Mr. Ross.
Oh, I like it.
Robot 5 is up. Here we go. Another battle of some more epic proportions. This one has a low battery, but I think we may make it through this battle challenge. 15 has a low battery, but we'll see. We'll check on it. Here we go. Three, 2, 1, sumo. We're off again, another battle. 15 is off and running with that unusual long extended arm. And it's clash. Oh, they have clash. Oh! Stop the bike.
If this wasn't plastic, there would be sparks everywhere.
It's that 15 is really hanging on. I'm surprised by that. 5 came off a very strong push. 15 though is hanging in there with all its worth. We may have to call it draw here in a minute. It may be our first draw.
Not a tie. I don't understand the rules of sumo wrestling, but I can't imagine that a tie is very decisive.
I'll get ready to call it in a moment. Tie in a moment.
Oh, we're gonna have to. This is gonna have to go to the judges.
Here it goes. I call it a tie.
Oh!
I'm calling it a tie.
Oh! What do we do in a tie?
We start them all over again.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so because that way we kind of we don't want them to totally exert all their energy out.
Yeah, I need a rest.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sumo.
The waiting is the hardest part.
That's right. We got to have a 5. Here they're off.
Oh,
And again, 5 with a charge. With 5 with a charge.
no!
And missed. Barely missed.
Oh,
15. There's turn around.
Oh!
Yeah. 5 with a huge reverse that time, Mr. Ross. You see that?
They're both nervous of each other. They're feeling it out. That's what this early part is.
Yeah, they're feeling
out
each other. They're seeing the weakness. They're finding that weakness in the opponent before they kind of take charge.
These are two very strategic autonomous bots.
15 still hanging. Oh, here we go.
Oh! I thought they were going for it. They're still poking and prodding.
15 barely.
Oh! It was close that time. I thought we were gonna have some sumo bot action.
15 real strategic, that huge backup. Then it turns around and kind of takes a big charge.
Yeah, that's powerful. You can hear it on the wheel. It's almost like they'll never touch again.
15 still hanging, still trying to, find that opponent's weakness. Still
They're
kind of
really
searching.
looking. Oh, I thought there was a battle. Thought there was going to be a clash.
Oh, another almost close. And again, it's 5 with that huge reverse.
15 doesn't feel like it's going very fast anymore. Do you feel as though it could be exerting too much energy looking for a
still,
weakness?
it's just not happening right now.
Oh, the wheel! The wheel!
Oh no!
The wheels have come off!
15 has lost the wheel, but still hanging in there.
Oh no! It's just right on the line.
Oh no!
Are they gonna have to start the count?
I mean, I do a count. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Ross, I think
Oh my God! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop the fight!
It's
Stop the
over!
fight!
Oh! TKO. I didn't know a fight with no touching could be so exciting, but my gosh!
5 took it, but it was a battle of really some hard battling going on that round.
And that is an amazing way to end
Two
first round.
two opponents, kind of going at it, and yeah, that was a pretty big battle there.
Was that, who was the winner? Was that 5 or 15?
5 made it through. 15 really really tried. When that wheel came on, Mr. Ross, that was kind of it.
The wheels came off and it just didn't work the same way anymore. Number 2 and 8.
2 and 8.
2's first action of the night.
Okay, you're fine. Thank you all for staying. 2 and 8.
2 and 8.
2 and 8. 2 and 8.
Fun fact about the number 2, Mr. Sprinkle. It's more than one.
Right. 2. You got 2. Oh, 2 and okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. Now listen. 2 earlier today. Really. 2 there for a while. Practice. Mr. Ross, just kind of give you background on robot number 2. Robot number 2 practiced real well. Had excellent practice runs, knocking opponents out of the ring. It's got like a hammer action. In fact, one of the robots we almost got torn in half the other day. Whoa. But anyway, but when it came time to one of the earlier matches earlier today, it got knocked out. It got knocked out. Of the ring.
Are you saying, Mr. Sprinkle, maybe it practiced too hard?
Could have been, yeah. It could have been, yeah.
Championship.
Well, the thing is, you got to bring it on race day.
Yeah, you got to bring it on race day. If you overexert yourself, there is such thing as too much practice, and perhaps number 2 is showing that right now.
Okay, all right, 8 versus 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, sumo. Here we go. This could be a good battle here, Mr. Ross.
It has the potential.
It's a battle that makes headlines. When we talk about competition, these are what battles are about.
I'm really interested in the hammer.
Look at the hammer action, Mr. Ross.
I really like it. What might say it's hammer time? Stop! Don't touch this, it says.
Stop. Hammer time.
Right? This is, oh man, this is, woo! I can hear the hammer over here.
Yes. Oh!
It's mercilessly smashing.
2
Oh.
takes it.
We were just talking about all that practice. We were a little worried that it was too much practice, but that hammer.
Two brought it that time and really kind of came through and pushed 8 out of the ring. Very good match again.
Very good. Number 1 and 10.
1 and 10. Okay, this one right here. This is technically number. Yes.
Gear 1
and 10.
Yeah. Number 10.
All right, here we go. We got another. What did Are we? I just left. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. 8. No, wait, I'm sorry. 1 versus 10. Now 1's already gone. This is second. Since we're in the second round, 1's already kind of gone. It really put up a good fight last round. So here we go. 1 versus 10. Here we go. And let's go.
Let's see if that extra 0 really means something.
Let's see it. That's right. To the 10th power or something.
To the 10th power.
Yeah, could be. Oh, it's got. Look at that. This is already gone. They had the flipper.
I remember the flipper. I do.
The flipper is working.
Why they call it the dolphin?
Oh, here we go. Again, it's that deal, Mr. Ross, where they're trying to figure out the weakness in their opponent, stalking one another.
It's always a good strategy.
Kind of feel your opponent out. When you think about wrestling, you always want to do something where you feel your opponent out, see what's going on.
I believe it was Sun Tzu who said, he who moves too quickly sometimes loses the fight.
Could be, yeah. This is kind of proving it right here because they're not rushing into this. They're strategizing. That flipper, if it catches the robot at the wrong time, it's automatically over. It's over.
Most people don't know this, Mr. Sprinkle, but as the social studies teacher, I can assure you, Sun Tzu, big sumo bot fan. One of the earliest. You can literally cut the tension with a knife. That's how thick it is.
If you can see the audience right now, they are literally On the edge of their seat.
Literally on the edge of their seat. Like, I'm afraid some of our students are going to fall over there and start such an edge.
It's the feeling of the opponent, checking where the weaknesses are. One is just, we're all kind of taking time. 10 is just looking for that right moment
Right.
and flip it out.
That's the dolphin. It's tricky like that. I think they're getting close to finding that.
Yeah, we are any moment now. We're gonna have some action. It's a good thing we're not going to commercial break right now. If we're going to a commercial break right now, it could be, it's not a good time. If you do not go to a commercial break, Mr. Ross, keep rolling.
Well, here at Leestown Middle School, we're beholden to no sponsor. I'm shocked that they allow us to video record things with such high energy like this.
Yeah, exactly.
This could be dangerous to get so excited about the action that we're seeing right here.
I'm kind of nervous about breaking this matchup if it comes to that, because that slipper can catch my finger, my hand.
Very dangerous.
And, yeah.
That would be a workman's compensation issue, Mr. Sprinkle. Lots of paperwork. You wouldn't be able to fill it out though, your hand would be hurt. Takes twice as much time.
And still, it's that feeling you come without.
Let's just hope this isn't like the last time where the wheels literally came off of their
Right.
tracks.
That was unfortunate for Robot 15. Had a good match, but the wheel came off, and at that point, it was the match was finished.
And you can't jerk yourself too quick, too fast.
And it's still trying to get feeling each other out.
Really feeling each other out this time.
Yeah, this
The weaknesses are so hard to exploit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, you got it off. Oh, that happened so fast. Oh, that happened so fast. You can't see, but off stage, Mr. Sprinkle literally caught that one. Touchdown. Whew.
That's what
Oh,
I'm saying. This when you think of this as a non-contact sport, that's totally false.
contact for both the spectators and the sumo bots. Is that number one?
Yeah, number one. No, number
It was
number
number
10.
10.
Oh, it was the power of 10. That's what did it.
Power 10. We said, that may have been a leading hit. All right.
Whew. Major factor there. We're gonna take another 5-minute break here to make sure that we reset up these sumo bots, give them a little bit of charge so that they can go ahead and finish up this second round. So if you're watching at home on a recording or you're just watching live, this will be our time to take a 5-minute break. We'll be back very shortly. 5 minutes to be exact. Hello, for those joining us live right now, we're just taking a few-minute break in the second round. We're letting the sumo bots charge up for a quick minute, so we'll be back in roughly 3 or 4 minutes, around 5:15, to finish up the exciting second round. Hello, if you are just joining us, we are in the middle of a 5-minute break with about 3 minutes left to go until we come back to the exciting conclusion of the second round. We're giving our SumoBot competitors a little bit of a battery charge, a little bit of a timeout, a little bit of a rest, so they can come back and give you, the competitors, the viewers, the absolute best. So we will be back in 3 minutes. Hello, for everybody who just joined us. We're currently in the middle of a quick 3-minute break. Our SumoBots, they're charging up, they're resting up so they can give you, the viewer at home, their absolute best. So we're going to be back for our second round conclusion in about 2 minutes at 5:15. Thank you for joining us.
Mr. Ross, so let's go. Before we start, since we have some new viewers on here, let's go ahead and go over a couple of get your STEM bingo cards handy, because we're gonna go over a couple of your bingo card things on there. Number one is autonomous. Number one, there was a question on your bingo STEM sheet about autonomous, and what does autonomous mean?
It moves by itself.
It moves by itself. It's independent. It moves by itself, because again, these robots are programmed, and once we press go, they're autonomous from that point on. They're moving on their own. There's no remote controls and things like that. There's no Xbox controller, a PlayStation controlling them. They're on their own because we have the program. The second thing you're going to notice during the SumoBot battle here in a moment is a red light's going to cut on. And what's happening is that red light is sensing this white line here. And as soon as it touches the white line, the light sensor detects it, and the robot it's been programmed to go back and turn and go back in the ring. So the red light, this light sensor, the light sensor is what's keeping the robots in the ring. Okay, so here we go. So we got another battle. We got Mr. Ross 4-13. Now after that last battle, it's a good thing we took that break, because I took a fall on the floor, diving after the robot. Okay, and plus we need these guys to rest a little bit. So we're back to it. We got two competitors here. You can see the design again. So people that are joining us, the students that built these robots, they had two big things to kind of worry about as designers. One, they want to try to figure out ways to knock their opponents out of the ring. Okay, and two, they have to figure out a way also to figure out ways to think about, how can I keep my robot from being knocked out? So you got two major things to kind of, as designers, are kind of thinking about. Okay, so we're ready for another battle. This is round 2. Okay, we're halfway through, I think, our battle, Mr. Ross, and it's been a good one. A lot of entertainment. Our audience earlier was on the edge of their seats earlier. It was pretty epic. We've seen some pretty epic battles so far, Mr. Ross. Any other commentating you can add to that?
Just that I have to give it to our student athletes here today. Our student mathletes, our robot leads. I think they've all given it their all. I'm shocked. I am awed, and I can't wait to finish this off.
So let's go to it. We got robot 4 and 13. And let's hold on one second. We find the program on here. This one. All right, here we go. Oh, this was called yeah.
What is
3.
That's an 8.
called Sumo Bot Aflac. So here we go.
Okay.
Aflac. 3, 2, 1, sumo.
Well, hopefully they don't need that insurance after this because they're injured.
What they do, Aflac will cover for them.
Oh,
Surely.
thank God.
4 is, here we go. Again, it's that idea of strategizing your opponent, feeling
That
them
one is
out.
very long. It's got the reach advantage, I would say.
It does. That's one advantage this may have. Number 4 has over 13.
But I think if 13 can get in with the inside punches though, it's gonna have a little extra weight.
Here we go. Here.
This works well for number 10 last time. Really waiting the opponent out.
Picking out the opponents, feeling them out, going back and forth.
See, number 4 is really just waiting to use that reach advantage. Stay on the outside.
Yes,
It knows that if 13 gets up close, this thing's gonna be all over.
it is. Yes. Here we go. They get every move, every round. Looks like they get closer and closer to that face-off that we'll see.
Now, Mr. Sprinkle, you wouldn't believe this, but Aflac's owner is actually live with us right now.
Aflac's owner.
She's there. She's watching this. So we
Oh,
have
my
Elijah live, and we have Isabel virtual, and these two competitors are really going at it right now, Mr. Sprinkle.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad we have these people live on watching this, see their robots in action. And then there we go again. 13 almost caught up to number 4.
They're so close.
Oh, there we go
They're
again.
so close.
And maybe this actual reach, grabbing the wire thing. Oh, here we go.
Oh. It's a good thing that number 4 has trained
Oh.
and has that speed up. So I'm a little worried it might be getting a little bit slower.
Oh.
13 coming in for it.
Oh, no.
what is that? Oh my! It's just being dragged around. Oh, I thought they had it, but it looks like 13's just all tuckered out. It's taking a nap.
Oh no, here we go. It's going.
Oh,
Number 4.
Oh, 13, why did you
took
take
it.
a nap?
Number 4 took it.
Oh.
Number 4 took it.
oh,
Number 4 got it. Number 4 took
God.
it.
Oh.
What a battle that was.
Just like number 13, I'm gonna have to take a nap after that one. Oh, number 4 is going through. Congratulations, Miss Isabel.
Okay. With the next competitors, what do we have?
Lucky number 7 and 5.
7 and 5. Here's 7. That one was up earlier. It was a pretty impressive battle.
It
First
was.
time out.
It
Number
was
5.
impressive.
Oh, number 5 again. You have 2 giants in the store, Mr. Ross. It's amazing that early in the competition, even early in the competition, okay, that these two are kind of going at it. Okay, so here we go.
I heard they had words for each other in the backstage of the Sumo Bot Arena.
It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this is the final battle. Okay, here we go.
That's Sean Higgins and Gordon Timm.
3,
Yeah, they ruined it.
2, 1, sumo.
They
And
destroyed
here we go.
everybody.
7 and 5 again. Early, it's hard to believe this is not a final battle.
I heard that a lot of people thought this could be a final. The seating really put these guys early for a great clash.
5, I'm worried about its light sensors off a little bit. I'm worried it may not be able to check that.
Oh
light.
no!
they're connected
They're really
again.
clashing early this time.
Yeah.
They're not getting around. They're going
Oh,
hard.
5 got pushed back. And I'm worried about
Ah! Why is it over?
5 went out.
The crowd is going literally wild.
We should have a soundboard so we can just play the
Five
cheer
went
sound.
out.
and whistle.
Well, who won that one? Number 5?
5, no, 5.
Other one.
7.
Number 7.
Lucky number 7 going
Yeah,
through
lucky number
again.
7 took it. Okay, so another epic battle, and 5, the light sensor came off or came loose. Okay, and that caused I think a little bit of instability in that robot.
Little bit of hesitation from number
Yes,
5
and
when the
therefore-
light came off.
And that that kind of made it enough where it couldn't detect that white line enough to really get
Very,
reversed.
very dangerous. Very dangerous to have that light come off like that, Mr. Sprinkle.
All right, so here we go. So who we got next?
We've got powerful Hammerbot number 2
Oh,
and
boy.
number 10.
Number 2 is back. Number 2 and 10.
Yes. It is quite
Oh.
literally hammer time again.
So if we have anybody, Mr. Ross, we have any new viewers coming on?
We do. We have a
Let's
we
hold on
actually
1
have a
minute.
right now, Mr. Spraker, we have a packed house. We actually have 7 people online right now. We
That's
almost
great.
need 3 hands.
All right, so here we go. And our audience in here is growing.
And we have somebody live right now, a very important person live. The actual winner of the last match. It's Isabel right here. She was virtual, now she's here, maybe like
All right.
in person.
Was yours number 4? Was yours? You may want to change the battery out real quick, because that way you have it. Because it was low a while ago when it was running out.
It's a real honor here to be
So
graced
won't
with the
you,
presence
try
of
to,
Isabel.
Change the battery out. Okay, so again, the viewers that are just coming in, a couple things, especially if you have your STEM, your bingo card with you. We're gonna go a couple of things with you, so that we can mark these things off your STEM bingo card. And the first one is these robots are autonomous. And so one of these, our competitors here are going to talk to you about what autonomous means.
Max.
They run by.
Yeah, the robots run by themselves. They're programmed. So once they're programmed, okay, and we press go or whatever, the robot's running off its program. Okay, it's running autonomous. Okay, it's running on its own. Okay, so that's why as a programmer, since these robots are autonomous, you gotta make sure everything's programmed just right. Because we can't stop and you can't do a reverse on like an Xbox control or whatever. I mean, you're so relying on your program. And our second thing we'll talk about is how these robots are able to stay in the white line. Okay, because what these sumo bots are doing is they're trying to push each other out of the ring. Okay, and you'll see in a few moments if you're watching closely, you'll see the red light come on, and that red light is sensing. They programmed to sense for the white line. As soon as it hits the white line, the robot's going to reverse and go back into the ring. Okay, and as a designer, these are student design, by the way, we've been working on in class. Okay, they had 2 major things they need to think about as a designer. One, they got to strategize and think about a good design to knock an opponent out of the ring, but also they need to be thinking about how they can keep their robots staying in the ring. So you got, as a designer, you got kind of 2 things to kind of think about. Okay, so we're continuing on again. Another epic battle, Mr. Ross, that's taking place between 2 competitors. Now, notice too, these robots have an extra motor that they programmed to move what may I call like an attachment. This one has kind of like a flipper on it that's going to flip up, and then this one kind of has like a hammer. They made a, again, it's the different strategies.
Hammer time versus the dolphin right here.
Okay, yeah, it's hammer time versus dolphin. So we got hammer time versus dolphin, and we got 10 versus 2, and we're gonna let these guys go. This one's on run. Okay, and we got sumo bot action coming up in 3, 2, 1, sumo.
Now, Mr. Sprinkle, I do have a question for you. Since these bots are autonomous and they are bots, is it fair to call them Autobots?
They could be, yes.
Is that going to get us copyright infringement?
Yeah, maybe not. Oh, here we go. Again, the hammer got caught. The hammer got caught.
Oh, this is certainly a tournament.
Turn of events, Mr. Ross. Yeah. Great quality. This is a turn of events. We didn't expect this to happen, Mr. Ross.
I've seen turns of events before, and this is certainly one of them.
Oh,
And here we go.
he's got him on the
Oh!
road.
Oh, that's I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought the hammer was gonna win it, but the dolphin really surprised me.
Yeah. Finally, yeah, the flipper, we kept thinking, when was it going to come up? And you know what? It came at the opportune time because, that was kind of one of the final, we're kind of worked our way to the final.
Credit to number 10 here. It's come all the way from the 13 seed to go to the championship. That little robot has a heart of gold. Or oil, one might say. Probably.
So, we got one more good to go before the final match. Is that
4 and 7.
4 and 7. 4 and 7. So we got 4. Is it ready? Did the battery get switched out? We're ready. 7. 4 and 7. 4 and 7. She's got 4.
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
currently being coddled by its builder.
Okay.
They have a very close relationship.
Here we go. Now, before we do the final match, we have a couple demonstrations we'll do for some sumo bots now, and also the overall winner from the NXT is going to take on an EV3 bot, Mr. Ross. Now this is a champion in its own right. Okay, so here we go. And in a few moments, we're going to do this battle, and this is the Violent Calculator, but ultimately the final for the final two, right, Mr. Ross?
Right. It goes up. It goes up against Dolphin.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, sumo.
Woo!
And here it goes.
Here in the semifinals.
Number 4 has such a reach advantage here.
Oh no.
Oh!
Oh.
It's hard to tell what's going on right there. It might be a draw.
Back up, everybody. This could be any moment, Mr. Ross. It could fly off the table.
Oh!
I'm worried for myself.
I'm at least 15 feet away, and I'm
I'm
scared.
gonna call it 5 seconds and call it a draw. We'll start it over.
So it's what they call the 5-second
4,
rule. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're calling it a tie.
Okay.
Draw.
Round 2.
All right.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, that was amazing again that went on. Okay, here we go. So here we go again. 5, 3, 2, 1, sumo. And here they go. It's off. There we go. They're off.
Here we
Again.
go.
7 is kind of the.
Oh, they're coming right at each other.
Oh, it's
These two Titans really are evenly matched.
The arm is like.
Yeah, that's
and then, Mr. Ross. Another draw. I don't think in the history of Lee's House Sumo, I said we had 2 draws. in a
I do
row.
believe we are watching history out there, folks. We're watching history. The very first double draw. The very first double draw.
Please double check the history book.
I'm looking through it right now. I'm ruffling through papers. I see no history of a double draw ever.
4,
The
3,
very first.
2, 1, draw.
Oh man.
Mr. Sprinkle, I did see in the record books that one time in 1953, 2 robots almost came close to a double draw, but at the very last second, one of the light sensors went out. It was amazing.
Was that when Columbus sailed the ocean?
Oh, no, that's 1492. Wrong year. But close.
All right. Then here we go. 3, 2, 1, sumo.
Hey, his hands are on the table. What's that? Hey.
Oh no, here we go again, Mr. Ross.
Oh!
It's not over yet. 4.
It's never over till it's
4 is
over.
still hanging in there. Well, come back.
The comeback of the century. Oh my
Mr.
God.
Ross, we have one fell on the side. I thought that was it.
I cannot
But
believe
4 pulled it through and still knocked 7 out of the ring. Unbelievable. I wish we had a replay on that. We could run the replay.
Instant replay.
We don't have that kind of technology, Mr. Sprinkle. This is live. You at home though can run back the replay on the recording if you just use the backwards button.
All right, so here we go. So we're gonna have like a quick, a little demonstration before we do our final match, Mr. Ross. So we got a couple of demonstrations to go, and so we can kind of check out some other things we do with EV3 robots. So you wanna? So we got one to design here. Okay, that is you know, again, there's lots of different things you can do with EV3. This now, a little bit. This is a
I forgot my password.
an EV3 robot, and they're a little bit different. They're a little bit the newer models. Now, the spikes, if you've been to the spike room, they're even the newer versions of these. So these are kind of like the parents of Spike. The NXTs we've been running like kind of the grandparents. But again, but the EV3s are kind of, they're a little bit take a little bit more to program and stuff like that. But so we got some demonstrations. So there's different things you can do with these EV3 robots. Kind of like a little change in the action here. Okay, and then we'll get ready for our final battle, Mr. Ross. So take it away.
This is the hyperdrive. It goes extremely fast.
Oh.
So if you put gears on it, you notice he's got different gears on it. And as you keep adding gears, you're getting a faster and faster torque, you know, a stronger torque at the end. You can see how slow this gear is going. This is a little bit faster. As you keep going down your gears, you're getting more and more speed. Okay, so that's kind of working with gears. Okay, if you think about cars, cars have gears in them. Okay, so we're kind of working with gears. And then there's one more demonstration we got here.
This is the one that we were gonna put in competition.
Okay. So we've got, again, working with gears. You can watch how fast the spinner goes. Okay, it's being powered by two motors. Okay, you kind of see the speed it's getting. Because again, it's working with the gears here. Okay, and
One side I actually built
Right.
from my house. These are actually my parts,
Right.
but they're not the same color.
exactly. And you kind of see again how the increase. As you go down the number of gears. The motors actually, the EV3 motors actually running pretty slow. But when you get to these smaller and smaller gears, you're getting that increase in speed. So it's kind of cool to check out things like that with different things with EV3 robots. And the different things you do with the EV3, it's not all about single bots and things like that, but the different things you can program. And it's pretty neat to kind of check out what students can do with EV3 robots and things like that. Okay. So thank you for that demonstration. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. All right. So now, Mr. Ross, it's time. Unbelievable. We're almost coming to the end of our Sumo Bot match. We've had some fantastic battles. I know some people may have been watching from start to finish, and it's unbelievable the matches that we've seen and the heart of some of these robots. You don't think of the robot having a heart, but number 4 fell over and still
The heart of a lithium battery, one might say.
unbelievable. So without further ado, what's to our two final opponents,
We've got
Mr. Ross?
number 10 and number 4.
Number 10.
So if you're watching this at home right now, tell your friends, tell your family, sign on to the Leestown STEM Night Championship because we're going to see something that we've probably never seen before live.
This is it. This is the beginning. Now, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, 10 has worked its way up the ladder in this competition, and with that flipper, the flipper came at the opportune time last match.
Yeah, it
Mr. Ross,
beat the hammer, which nobody thought could be stopped.
Exactly. So the flipper came up just at the right time and grabbed that robot underneath, pulled it up. And number 4, number 4 happened. Number 4 kind of, another strong competitor with two different strategies going on here.
From its side, it's got a good side game. Not many of these sumo bots have a side game.
So here we
So
go.
practice
So
on
it's
that.
just about time for our final match here. Okay, and here we go. Without further ado, this is for all the championship, Mr.
For all the
Ross.
marbles.
I literally cannot wait.
Hi.
So here we go. Now everybody, the audience, let's just take in this moment, just a few moments.
This is a historic moment. You guys are about to see history.
Unravel it.
Quite literally.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, sumo!
Woo!
Championship.
Let's go
Oh. And again, the flipper is looking for fun.
Looking for a hole. Looking for a hole. You're like, oh my God.
The Sunner's dead.
The flipper came through again. What a battle, quick, but a very quick battle.
Battle to the death.
Battle, yes.
All right, so
Good deal.
that puts it down for our championship. That's number
Wow.
10.
Number 10 again. If you
All
weren't at
the way.
home watching that flipper, it's kind of motorized. It has a third motor on there. It flipped up the upper. No. Now, so we're gonna have a quick battle too, Mr. Ross, of EV3 versus an NXT.
I heard that the EV3 was actually flown in specialty from Paris, France, correct? It's the French champion, Pierre Bot.
Now, EV3, you're gonna notice has now.
Comes with
This
a
is
free
from the
baguette.
heavyweight.
EV3 has a little bit more technology to it, by the way, because they're using the ultrasonic sensor. What the ultrasonic sensor is doing is it is actually going to be sensing out an object close by. And when it does, that robot then will go quickly towards that robot. So it's got a little more technology. Let's see how this can, number 10, being our champion, can kind of hold up itself against this.
It's got to be the Leestown champion versus the French champion.
There we go. Okay.
We
3, 2, 1, sumo.
yes. Oh,
This is an out.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. It's really looking for those weaknesses.
It's in his eyes.
Oh,
what in the world? What is this wizard? Wizard?
oh, with the flipper!
Oh!
Oh!
No,
Oh boy! Go back to Francis says. That'll laugh that. That'll laugh that.
All right, so that concludes, Mr. Ross, that concludes our Sumo Bot championship.
I literally couldn't make it through another one. I'm so tired.
Does anybody on our audience have any questions that they like to try to do before we let people go?
Yes, is there anybody out there with any questions for us?
If you have a question about your STEM card, let me know.
Well, I have to say, tonight was exciting.
Okay, so we're signing off, and thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all had a good time watching it, and we'll have a good evening.
So their task was to design and construct a container that will keep a raw egg from breaking when dropped from the top of the stairs. The winner will be determined by the fastest egg drop with a surviving egg. Pretty much any material could be used. The big specification was that no one dimension could be longer than 15 centimeters. And if a parachute was added, the parachute length could not exceed 30 centimeters. And obviously no glass because we don't want to be cleaning that up. All right. The winner again will be the fastest egg drop with a surviving egg. All right, so these are the projects that we've got. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you want to get out of there, Mr. Barnes? All right, hey, so here we are at the 6th grade stairs. We're going to be dropping the eggs from up there down here. We're going to start with A, B, and C, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break to clean up if we need to, and then go on from there. So if you guys will get A ready. Don't drop it yet, hang on. All right, Harper, are you dropping this one? All right, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no. I don't know if y'all can see that on here or not, but we did lose an egg.
You see it?
So sorry. We can see it. Yep. So 1.33 seconds, Mr. Barnes.
1.33 seconds.
Yeah.
So
You
then,
wanna put that in your chart? 1.33 seconds. We'll still fit its time, even though it did not survive, unfortunately. All right. All right. Let's get ready for B. Let me reset my clock. So Haley, are you doing B? All right. Again, wait till I say go. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go. You ready? 3. Move that way just a little bit so it doesn't hit that one. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Haley, that way. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know. Let's see. It was 0.96 seconds, Mr. Barnes.
Okay.
What did you go get it?
what was it?
0.96 seconds. It did go faster. Bring it over here. Let's see if it survives. The egg survived. Look, no cracks, nothing. So B is still in the game. Awesome. All right. Who's dropping C? All right. You got an egg in there. All right, go that way a little bit so it doesn't hit the one that's already down there that we haven't cleaned up yet. All right, remember I'm doing 3, 2, 1, go. So are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. All right, Alia, go grab that one for us. Erica's doing tickets, and she left her stuff in here, and she's trying to get something to eat. 1 minute, 19 seconds, Mr. Barnes. Oh, let's look at this one. This one broke. 1.19 seconds. So right now, our only surviving one between A, B, and C is B. So good job, B.
We good?
All right, let's go back to the thing and show our little video while we clean up, and then we will come back and do the rest of them. A, B, and C. And A and C both broke. So B was, let me show them B. Where was B? All right, B is the only one that survived round one. This was B, and the egg is perfectly fine inside of there. And we're going to go on to D, E, and F. You can see we're going to drop them from up there, and we're going to time them. And if they survive, we will put down how long it took to drop. All right, who has D? All right, London has D. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. See if you guys can see this. All right, make sure we're being respectful in the chat. So this one did break. This one had a little cute parachute, but if we look deep inside, you can tell it broke. I see yellowish stuff. Yuck. Okay, so Mr. Barnes, if you want to fix that in our spreadsheet, it was 1.22 seconds. Yeah, throw it away. It was 1.22 seconds, but it did break, so it is out of the competition.
B did make it right.
B is the one that made it so far, yes. So what'll happen is if we have another one that makes it, we'll do like a tiebreaker or something. All right. All right, we ready for E? All right, let me get my timer ready. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no, I don't know if y'all can see that. It's too messy to pick up probably. But move it down just a little bit. Oh yeah, that one's a big mess. Not only is there egg guts on the floor, but there's an egg cracked all over the place. So E did not make it. Mr. Barnes, if you want to fix that.
All right. What was the time on that one?
1.08. All right. So here we go. F. Hey, F looks like it has a cute parachute. Move over just a little bit, maybe this way, so it doesn't fall on top of that one if it falls. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, that one was fast. 0.72 seconds. Let's check it out. Oh, perfectly good egg. All right, Mr. Barnes. So F made it. So now we have B and F. B and F both made it. All right, so if you were following us in the Dude Perfect video just a minute ago, they have made it past all 3 of their inside places they were going to drop it from. So let's see what's going to happen to them next. If you want to start that video there for us, Mr. Barnes. And then we will drop our last one and see what happens. Right. I love Dude Perfect. Average those times. So you guys, Haley or Harper, will you grab the 2 that survived and take them back up to the top of the steps? B and F are the 2 that survived. So we're going to do those one more time and put a second time in there and average them. It looks like B. Want to share this real quick, maybe?
Yeah,
Let
I
me
can.
see this.
Get out of here.
We're going to show you guys the time right now. All right, so it looks like B had a time of 0.96 seconds. and F had a time of 0.72. So right now F would win, but we're going to do it one more time. In science, it's always a good thing to do more than one trial, because it could have been a fluke the first time, right? And so we always do more than one trial. In fact, when my own kids used to do science fair projects, they had to do 3 trials. Whatever they were doing, they had to do 3 trials. So we're going to do a second trial. Go ahead and stop sharing. All right, we're doing B and F, right? Let's do B first. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it turned upside down this time. So let's check it out. The time was 0.52.
It's faster.
Oh no, it cracked this time. Okay. I don't know if you can see it in there or not. All right, then that means it's all up to F. Who has F? Who has F? Oh. All right, it's all up to you, F. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, let's see. Did it crack? Oh, just barely bring it over here. Bring it over here, let's look at it. Is it cracked?
I don't know.
Maybe right there, just a very little bit.
But it didn't fall apart.
But it didn't, nothing came out. So I'm going to declare F as our winner. So congratulations, F.
Second place.
Yep, F would win. B, oops, sorry, I was
Second
trying to let
place.
that person in. F is our winner. B is our second place winner. Those people know who they are. Did A survive? No, Fraylin, A did not survive. The only ones that survived the first time were B and F. And then when we did them a second time, B broke all the way. It's oozing out guts on the inside. F cracked, but nothing came out. So we're declaring F our winner. And there we go.
And I got the clap.
It did, yes. So we are actually finished. Who said Al? There's no Allie here. We're actually finished with the egg drop now. So you guys can go back to the page and click to hang out with one of the other sessions and see what's going on. Hey, it's okay, Fraylin. He said, why do I vote for A? Totally okay. We were just voting, right? So D or B and F. F's the winner, B's the runner up. So go have fun at some of the other stations and we're done.
Bye, Miss Terry.
We have Miss Terry's up there. Oh, Aaron's saying hi to London. Alia. Are we still recording?
Yes.
Hi.
Not anymore.
It's not recording.
Hello, Chargers, and welcome to STEM Night. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week before we have a nice little week off for Thanksgiving. Coming up is our rocket launch video. This is in case we get rained out or something like that. You will be seeing this video at that time. Anyways, for the past couple weeks, the 7th grade Mustangs, Colts, as well as Saddlebreds, we've been putting together some rockets. Okay, there's some engineering that has to take place where we put fins on, we create the tubes in which everything is attached to, and of course it even gets as far down to the parachutes and how we put our parachutes together, and how we can do that in a way that will make the flight the most successful. So our end goal is to be able to fly the longest, not necessarily the highest, but to fly the longest, and of course to have our parachute actually deployed. Coming up is a couple videos that I would like to show you guys of student launches, and I hope you enjoy.
Welcome to STEM Night. Blast off.
This is rocket M15. This is S5. Take it!
Did it stop? Not excited. How is that fall? Lower it up. Fear 11.
All right, sorry to stop you guys there, but we need to talk about a couple things before we move on with the rocket launch videos. Okay, for one thing, we got to talk about the many different variables that are involved in launching rockets. These are things that engineers think about every day, as well as rocket scientists. In class, we, of course, putting on the actual fins. If you don't put the fins on in the correct way, you can affect the flight. As far as the lug guides are concerned, if that lug guide is even just a little bit askew, okay, and those are those little straws on the side of it that keep it connected to the actual launch pad, okay, it can affect the trajectory of the actual flight. So if that ends up happening, we could either ruin our flight or something could go wrong. Also, the way that we're actually packing the parachutes and the chute wads, which are those little pieces of paper to keep the parachute from actually melting. They are made out of plastic. Various variables go into actually launching these rockets. So these are things that we had the students think about. And these are things that we need to look at these rockets as well and see, is there any changes that we could make in the future? Because that's what an engineer does.
Oh, please, no. Come back this way. Come back this way, please.
Get set, go.
Mine got caught. No! You turned. Mine got caught on the cardboard.
I think mine might be first to clear it.
On your mark, get set, go.
Oh my man, you're better than everyone.